Hi, in today's video, I'm going to discuss about how do we require to create a project, especially uh, for project management purpose, because people who wants to manage projects in the field of IT, we use different tools like Microsoft Project, right? So at the same time, whenever we are going for agile environment, we are working on Jira, so all that. So in today's video, I'm going to explain you how to create a project, followed by this, how to add the tasks for the existing project, what is that we have created and all, using Ganttpro, because this is an application I have taken. So for the purpose of creation of the project. At the same time, whatever the time logs do we require to maintain, at the same time, whatever the tasks do we have, followed by this, whatever the kind of charts to be prepared in order to make it more convenient where we can see, right? So whatever the tasks and all, everything can be seen over here. So here, whenever we are working on the project, so as I told you, right, creation of project is required. So here you can see create project. So we have to create the project name here. So wherein I am taking a project name called Integrated Suite of Practice Management. Right. So this is what generally the project which I am taking here. Right? So this is what generally I am taking. Integrated practice management system is what generally the project I am taking. Integrated practice management system. Of course, it's a kind of application, healthcare application I've taken. Integrated health. So which has started on 5th of July, which is what I have taken. Wherein here we have to mention the dates in terms of the days or hours or something like. So here we have an option whenever we are creating a project. So we can select an option over here. So either the duration can be on days or hours or weeks and month and all. So wherein I have selected an option called days. At the same time, if there is any kind of projects, empty project, which was actually, right? So the project templates, if you want to add any kind of project templates relating to that, we have to add. So please do remember, so this is the project can be created. It's not only for IT, because even for non-IT people, even people who wants to do construction project management, if anybody wants to do, or if there is any kind of projects relating to the website designing, even if you want to have any kind of product launches, so anybody can use it. So depends on the type of template we have selected, the related information will be updated usually. But as there as integrated practice management system is an IT application, hence I am selecting software development. Otherwise, we can select if it is something relating to construction, let's say that any construction project management or something like, or is there anything relating to marketing or any kind of product launches or retailing kind of, we can select. But as this integrated practice management is an application I have taken, which is relating to healthcare application software development. Hence, I am selecting software development here. Next, in this software development templates, we have to select the subcategories. What are the subcategories we have, all that, right? So if you want to develop a software development plan, we can develop that. Or else if it's a mobile application development, or else any all implementation project. So that's what. So software development plan is what I have taken. Next, we have to select the working days, right? How many working days we have? Usually, it's a working day wherein we know which will be from Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. So it may varies. For example, in any other industry, the working days may be 6 days, right? So depends on the number of days, whatever is required. So we can add these days. So as it is an IT application development, IT services, which will be for 5 days a week. Hence Monday to Friday, which is a predefined thing. If you want, you can add Saturday if it is 6 days. Otherwise, we can confine this to the 5 days part. Now, number of hours we have to update here, right? So, for example, 9 to 1 as well as 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. 6 p.m. is what generally hours. Normal working hours for any of the project will be for 8 hours. So 8 hours is the working time we have taken. Now here, if you want, we can create a project. This is one thing. Or else, if you want to, because this is the one, please do remember, this is the one I'm creating a project right from the scratch if you want to develop. Or else, if you want to import a project from other sources and all, we can import. Or else, there is an option where if you want to import project from Jira, right? Because Jira is also an agile project management tool. I will show you that as well to you. So because Jira is a project management tool, this is usually we use in agile environment, this one. Right, so it's an agile environment where it's a project management tool. So this is what generally the Jira project was. It's a project management tool wherein we have to select whichever the project we have, all that stuff, right? So project can be selected. For example, if this project we want to take up this project. So this project, if you want to import this information from Jira and all everything, we can do it. There is an option, but it is always advisable to know how to create project on our own rather than importing project from different sources like Jira, etc. Of course, that can be done even, but it is always better being a new learner. Whenever we are learning, it's always better for us to know about how to create a project from the scratch. From the scratch, we want to know. In regard to that, I'm just explaining this to you, right? So creation of project, so that we have to mention about, so project name was given, start date, when it is going to start, and the duration steps will be on day basis. The templates which is relating to software development I have selected, developing a software plan. Working days we have taken 5 days a week, which will be 8 hours, which will be from 9 to 1 at the same time in the morning till 1 p.m. At the same time, 1 to 2 will be the lunch break, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let us assume it is 8 hours of working hours. Creation of project. So this is how generally the project will be created, right? So this is how usually we created a project. Whatever we have done so far is creation of project is what I have shown you. So once we have creation of project, so there is, because especially whenever we are working on Microsoft project or Ganttpro, right? So all these kind of applications, to track the progress of work and all, there are some charts and reports are required. So hence Gantt charts, PET charts, all these will be prepared usually. But whereas when we are, I'm just giving you the comparison. When we are going for Jira application, Jira has an advantage where we have an option called reports. Here you can see there is an option, again I'm showing you. On the board itself, you can see there is an option called reports. So here, these reports can be prepared, say burn-down charts, burn-up charts, velocity reports. All these reports can be prepared in Jira. So this is what generally the difference you can see, whatever the option we have, so that you can prepare reports and all everything in Jira itself, right? So because based upon the progress of what we have done, these charts will be appeared over here. So usually in Jira, we use burn-down charts, burn-up charts, all that. But whereas whenever we are working on Microsoft project, right? So this is a Microsoft project application. So whenever we are creating a Microsoft project or any other applications like Ganttpro and all that, so we have Gantt charts and PET charts. That's the difference. In traditional practice management, in traditional use of practice management, in traditional like Microsoft project, this is what Microsoft project application is, right? I have created an integrated practice management here. You can see, right? So the boards, timelines. At the same time, here you can see the charts. So traditional practice management systems will be like this. If you are going for agile part, whenever we are working on Jira, so we have report generations where creating bundle charts, burn charts, so that we can know about the progress of work, whatever we have done so far. So this is what generally these charts and all. At the same time, whatever the tasks, if anything we have identified, so these tasks can be seen here in the board. This is how generally the board looks like here, right? We can, because if you want to do any feasibility study for the project, or if you want to do any kind of monitoring and controlling of the activities or creating project charters, or if you want to update any kind of business cases, right? So all these things can be updated here. So the same thing, when I'm showing you the comparison in Jira, here we have an option called board. right? In this sprints, here you can see whatever the progress of work, you can see to do progress, in progress and all. So here we have an option called board where you can see open items, in progress, closed, all that. At the same time, this is something when we are working on a traditional project management or some kind of tools called Ganttpro, all that stuff. But whereas when you are going for Jira environment, we have a board here where to do, in progress, done and all, everything will be appeared over here. So this is how generally the differences we see whenever we are working on the projects, especially in context to the traditional project development, software development, etc. At the same time, list, right? So if there is any kind of list is prepared, whatever the tasks we are going to add and all, everything, here we can add different tasks for that project. At the same time, we can add milestones for the project email. At the same time, if there is any kind of workload to be updated, right? So all these things can be done over here. Followed by this any people management, right? Whoever the people are working for the project, all these will be used. So this is all something we do whenever we are working on application development, software application development. But additional advantage here is if you want to do it for the construction purpose or any non-IT related stuff, I'll be showing that also. So I'm just going for creation of project here, creating a new project. For example, building construction. Right? So this is what generally the building construction work was. Right now, for example, start date is this today. Right? So this we are taking on a weekly basis. I'm taking. So the project construction is what I have taken. Construction template, right? Construction template. Because when we are talking about construction, it will ask us new home construction or residential construction schedule or something like. I have just selected residential construction, wherein this will be 6 days a week. I have just taken, of course, Sunday will be the holiday. 6 days a week I have taken, wherein you can create a project over here. So this is for not for software development. So this is for the project which I have created for construction purpose. The construction purpose. If they want to build it, because people who are working on construction side and all, if they want to know about the tracking the progress of the works, all that stuff based upon the works, what they do. So this is where generally this project which I have created for the purpose of construction of the project. Because these project management tools can be used by anyone, not only for IT development team. Even this can be used by the people who are into non-IT as well. So in context to this, this can be used even for those people also. So it's not only about, here you can see what are the projects we have and all. So this integrated practice management is an application we have used for software development. At the same time, how to create a project. At the same time, if this is building construction, right? So because if you want to construct a building, you would like to know about how many people were working on your project. At the same time, whatever the works we have identified. At the same time, how much work was completed, what will be our deadlines, right? Estimation, time logs, everything can be seen over here. So this is how generally this constructions and all everything. This is how usually we do the tracking of the work and all everything using this stuff, different tools. Something like Microsoft Project we can use because extensively we are using Microsoft Project even. Not only for IT, even for non-IT also we use this Microsoft Project, all that. At the same time, we have other tools like something like Ganttpro and all. So where we can create a project and we can add the tasks, we can add the members, we can see the reports of the tracking of the works and all everything in this. So this is how generally the project creations and all everything we do based on that, whatever the tasks we have allocated, to whom we have assigned, right? How much work was completed so far. So that is on days or hours, days or weeks or months, right? So that's how generally we do it. So this is all about creation of project and how to perform. So if you have any questions and if you have any queries in regard to this, and if you want to have any kind of training needs or consulting or coaching needs in regard to that project management, how to build the projects, how to create, all that, right? So if there is any kind of training needs, all that, please reach out to the contact details, which will be posted in below to this video. Thank you.